Nice. Oh, yes, I'm able to get the trick off. Get my Rotom Heat to Iron Ball, which is going to help me out so much in this matchup. What is up, YouTube? James back here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 21 Series 7 Stadium Ladder Baek Battles. Today, we are going to be trying out a brand new team, and this team has some fun tricks with some old friends from previous series. We have a trick Iron Ball Grimmsnarl, so we can hit some of the flying type Pokemon as well as the levitating Pokemon with a very strong Sheer Force Landorus, which Sheer Force Landorus hasn't been allowed in VGC ever since 2013. That was the last time it was legal. It hasn't been legal otherwise, but now it's finally legal, and I'm really hoping that it's able to pull in some work today. Really hoping we can get some trick Iron Ball strategies off. And yeah, it's a really fun team if you want to try it out. The rental team here, 2 weeks to grab it. Make sure you grab it while you can, otherwise it will expire, but there is a placement down below. I've probably played around 50 games with the team so far, and it's a pretty fun team. It does have some weaknesses, I will admit. Bulky waters are a little bit of a struggle, and there are some combinations that are kind of hard to handle, like Reggie, Eliki plus Urshifu. But overall, I think I've had a lot of fun with this team, and it's definitely been rewarding when you get some of the fun tricks off that you can do with this team. But yeah, be sure to answer the common question of today, which is going to be, do you celebrate the holidays, and which holidays do you celebrate if you do? I celebrate Christmas with my family, and you know, even though we don't really like celebrate big, I still think it's a really great time, especially having a nice meal with the family. I think it's just great. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you celebrate the holidays or not, or maybe it's just a, you know, maybe one of those, you know, just usual days for you, which I definitely can feel. I feel like it's become more of a usual day for me, especially when it comes to holidays. But let me know in the comments down below. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend you do so. You get a lot of great content here, whether it's battling with some really interesting stuff. I usually try to showcase some of the buffed Pokemon that got changed throughout the generations or through the series. And yeah, make sure you subscribe also for guides that can help out your VGC skills. If you want to improve your VGC skills, make sure you subscribe to the channel, as you get a lot of resources here. But otherwise, yeah, let's get started with today's episode. All right, we have a player from Japan with a team of Incineroar, Porygon 2, Stack Attack, Rotom, Togekiss, and Venusaur. Kind of threatening, actually. This does look pretty threatening because I don't exactly... Okay, so what can I do here against this team? Stack Attack plus Porygon 2 is not exactly favorable for me. I do have a Terrakion, which is pretty decent overall, but I'm not sure if it's the right bring. I also don't really like the Ralladon bring here either. So, don't know what I really want to do. Rotom Heat might be a good lead with like Grimmsnarl. Maybe Grimmsnarl plus Rotom's actually very solid. I think it might be able to bait out the Rotom Wash. Terrakion is looking pretty fun in this matchup. I do want Landorus for sure though, because it does hit quite a bit on their team. And then I guess the question is, do I want Terrakion or Gyarados? Because Gyarados is also not bad for the Intimidate on Stack Attack, but I think Terrakion is just better overall in the matchup, especially be able to hit close combat. So this matchup, not sure, because I don't know what they bring specifically against me. They could go to the hard Trick Room team. I think Stack Attack, I played quite a few teams, and Stack Attack has always been a Pokemon that gave this team a little bit of trouble if it's under that Trick Room, so that could definitely be an option here. We're going to see the Venusaur lead with the Togekiss, which is probably the most ideal lead probably here, because I can go for a Light Screen and Nasty Plot right off the bat. So I like that. Assuming that there is no specific cheese right here, I should be able to get a Light Screen off and a Nasty Plot, barring no Sleep Powder, of course. Sleep Powder is always the bane. They can go for Dazzling Gleam with their Cricus. Unfortunate, but I think... Yeah, I think it's fine. I think Landorus puts in work threatening the Pokemon. Okay, so they don't Dynamax. This should mean Sleep Powder, or maybe they're just going for Sludge Bomb damage. Good to note that Rotom's actually faster than both the Venusaur and the Togekiss. Good to note. Yawn gonna come out. Okay. You want to see a play I can make? You want to see a cool play I can make? Oh, they'll never see it coming. They'll never see it coming. Oh, I feel like this is so 5-head. I'm doing it. I'm tricking my own Rotom, and I'm gonna max lightning the Togekiss. Yes, I think that's the play. I think that's the play. It also, because they're not gonna Sleep Powder Rotom in this position, right? They obviously want to play around Goggles. What Trick does is I can Iron Ball my own Togekiss. I can Iron Ball my own Rotom. Assuming they don't follow me in this position. I don't know if they'll follow me in this position. Please don't follow me in this position. It's so beautiful if I get the Trick off. I hope they protect, actually. Like, I'm hoping it's protect. Nice. Oh, yes, I'm able to get the Trick off. Get my Rotom Heat to Iron Ball, which is going to help me out so much in this matchup. And I even get my Citrus Berry to Grimmsnarl, which could use the health. But, I mean, I think it still goes down to Sludge Bomb regardless. Dazzling Gleam going to come out. Oh, it's actually going to survive the turn, assuming that Venusaur didn't target down the Rotom. They actually went for the Sludge Bomb, which I'm surprised, because if they got the Poison, that was really bad for them. I got the Poison, actually. I'm surprised I risked that. All right. Take that. It's Sash? What the heck is going on in this game? I survived the Poison. Actually, since I avoided the turn, what kind of Togekiss is that? It's not max speed either. I'm gonna trick my own Rotom so this is next level Galaxy Brain level strats. I'm actually gonna trick my Rotom back so I can actually outspeed the Venusaur. I know it's not Sash Venusaur since it's Sash Togekiss, hoping that Grimmsnarl faints this upcoming turn, and that way I can oh, this is so good. This is so good. Trick Iron Ball is the next level. This is the next Brain Galaxy as they protect Venu. Okay. The Flare is gonna do a good amount, but all right. I'm assuming this is Dazzling Gleam again. I don't think they would yawn. So I get rid of my Iron Ball, and Flare gonna come out into the Venusaur. Hopefully it picks up a knockout, but I don't think it is. Yeah. And I'm not Goggles though, but I'm assuming they don't have Sleep Powder and yawn. Well, they could. Grimmsnarl goes down. I did fight a lot there, though. Let's see. I really want to bring out the Terrakion, I think. Terrakion is just good, very, very good offensively, I think, right here. With Rock Slide pressure. A Rock Slide, and I think Flare the Venusaur as well. Yeah, I think that's okay. Terrakion can't be put to sleep. If it is Sleep Powder Venusaur, we're gonna have to deal with it. But not too bad a turn. The only thing is I wasted my Dynamax on this, but I still have a +2 Rotom, assuming that I don't get put to sleep here. But if I do get put to sleep here, we just fight through sleep turns, I guess. Togekiss gonna protect. Okay. So is this Sleep Powder? Wait, is that Overgrow Venusaur? My Terrakion's still faster than it. It's Overgrow Venusaur too? Wait, this works out for me, I think, because I get a Flare off into the Venusaur. Goodbye, Venusaur. Who's staring Pokemon in the back? So Venusaur goes down, Sun is up, which means Rotom Wash isn't doing as much to my Rotom Heat until the Geyser. Porygon 2 gonna come out. Okay. That's why they brought out the Porygon 2. Okay, I see them. I see them. Maybe I got a bit too hasty there with the strats and all. I'll go for the Rock Slide, and I guess I go for the Flinch and Overheat, I guess, because I want to try and knock out Porygon 2 if I can. I go for a Rock Slide. I have a chance to flinch. If not, maybe KO with the Sun Boost and Overheat in the Sun, but I kind of doubt it. Rock Slide will come out. If we get a flinch here, would be pretty big. Would be pretty big. So Togekiss goes down. All right. Overheat into Sun. Oh, that's such a bad miss. Trick'em goes up. Light Screen wears off. I think Sakataka has to be that back Pokemon. I don't know if they're going to ally switch or anything. Sakataka is that last Pokemon. Maybe I could win. I think I would need quite a bit of a combination, but I will go for close combat here and Overheat, I guess, double up the Sakataka. If they double up my Terrakion, if they don't double up a slot, I think let's say they Steel Spike Terrakion and they try attack the Rotom, I could be in a good spot. Another good spot actually would be if they ally switch right here, because if I'm able to knock out Porygon 2 with close combat and Overheat, I could stall out the Trick'em and maybe Landorus I can get a big Earth Power in the end game. So it's not terrible, I guess. It's just really bad right now. I can't believe it's Overgrowth Venusaur though. Like, it was actually Overgrowth Venusaur. What the heck, man? What the heck? We are going to see a Dynamax come out from this Stakataka. It should be Stakataka. If it's Porygon, I'll actually be a bit surprised. Yeah, Stakataka. It's great offensively here. Come on, let's see. What are you going for? What are you going for? Ally Switch would be my favorite thing, unless you go for Rockfall into Rotom, I guess. They did Rockfall into Rotom. Okay, Close Combat's gonna hurt. So Rotom takes that, or should I say goes down to it, but hopefully Close Combat, I don't know, can get a Mega Crit. Stakataka has such high base defense, and it got Beast Boost to get a higher one. Yeah, maybe I should protect it. Well, it's a Life Orb. It could have been Lonely, so. Oh, they have Ice Beam too. That's worst case. If they had Tri Attack, it was doable. Ice Beam is worse. Close Combat. That actually did do a lot. It did do a lot. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. Unfortunately, this is looking like game over, though. We will go for the Landorus switch. We will try to Earth Power the but yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty much over. They have a special attack boost with Ice Beam, should knock out Landorus guaranteed. Steel Spike and the Terrakion should KO to protect. I think my only hope is that either Steel Spike to protect an Ice Beam. Very unlikely situation. And I mean very unlikely situation, but I mean we will go for the win con, but I just don't see it happening. So, oh man, I made some cool plays in this game, but unfortunately it didn't pay off in the end. Porygon 2 was the Pokemon that is just hard to deal with, I feel like. Yeah, dealing with Porygon 2 Sam Trick Room was kind of tough, and I kind of forgot about the Trick Room option. So is there anything else I could have done differently specifically? I guess if I got rid of Togekiss, it was like a lot easier, because I could have faked Tears, Trick. So maybe I should prioritize getting rid of Togekiss and Venusaur. Yeah, I guess that could have been the play. I should have maybe got rid of Togekiss because of the Follow Me support. Yeah, I think that would have been acceptable. If I think that was the turn I probably messed up. I feel like I made pretty good plays in the beginning, but unfortunately it just like fell short of the Porygon. Of course, maybe Overheat did knock out the Porygon. We'll never know in the future. And if we were able to knock out Porygon, it could have actually changed the game. For instance, I could have Close Combat the Porygon and knocked it out. I could have knocked it out the following turn. Like, let's say I got the Overheat damage off into Porygon, and it'd probably be really low, right? Then the Stack Attacker comes in, and then Porygon probably still goes for Ice Beam. But this time I could Close Combat into the Porygon slot. If I knock out Porygon, I can hope Landorus maybe lives one max move from the Sakataka. It's a big Earth Power off, which would have been huge. So, you know, there was always that option, but I still think I could have played better in that game. But yeah. All right, we have Germ here with a Sand team. Tapu Fini, Ferrothorn, Tyranitar, Zapdos, Cresselia, and the Excadrill. So Sand is an interesting matchup because there's a few things I could do. Trick Iron Ball is pretty good here if I can, because it affects the Zapdos, the Cresselia. I could trick away the Excadrill, which would actually be really nice as well. They don't have the best answers to Terrakion. Terrakion's really good. Their Tapu Fini is probably going to be a key member in this matchup. I do have to bring Rotom Heat because I am very scared of... I do have to bring Rotom Heat. So I do want Grimmsnarl lead, I think. Grimmsnarl lead is very effective here. The question is, what do I want to pair it up with? Maybe just go Landorus straight off the bat? Yeah, because I can fake their Sludge Bomb to Fini if they think I play passive against it. Yeah, I like it. Only thing I'm a little bit worried about is Cress. I don't want to bring Gyarados, as weird as that sounds, because I feel like... do I bring Gyarados? I like Terrakion to hit the Tyranitar more effectively. And I like Rotom Heat because I need Ferrothorn. And the reason I don't want to bring the Gyarados is because even if I trick the Excadrill, there's a chance that I'm still slower than Excadrill under the sand with Gyarados. So yeah, that's the reason why I want to bring the Terrakion instead. I think Terrakion also with the Focus Sash gives me a little bit of an alibi to play a bit more aggressive in the sand matchup, which I do kind of appreciate. So We will see how this matchup goes. I will try to set up properly. We are going to see Excadrill Zapdos lead. All right, perfectly fine by me. What do I expect coming out here is the question. I really want to just light screen right off the bat and Calm Mind. Or I could Earth Power the Excadrill. That also would work. They can't Quake in this situation. They could Steel Spike. I'm not sure if Zapdos... I think Zapdos could switch into Tyranitar, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant to just click the trick button into Zapdos. But I also want light screen up so I can handle the Zapdos more efficiently. I don't have a... I do have a switch to Steel Spike, actually. Do I think Zapdos switches out? I think it does. Or Excadrill switches out, which was not according to the plan. Tapu Fini comes in. Okay, so it's taking Earth Power. I guess that's not terrible. I would have preferred getting a light screen up in this case, though. Alright, I mean, I get a hit off in the Tapu Fini. Let's see if Zapdos Dynamax and goes for Airstream, which would kind of stink in this part. I really thought that maybe it's just not Sash Excadrill. I thought it was Sash Excadrill on the team, but they didn't Dynamax, which is at least good to know. Did they Thunderbolt instead? They Thunderbolted. Okay, I'll take that turn. That's not a terrible turn for me. Okay. So that's a pretty solid turn. The reason is I can now go out into Grimmsnarl once again, and I think I go for Earth Power once again in the Tapu Fini. The thing is, of course, I can Airstream into Protect, which would kind of stink for me. Or should I just Protect my Landorus? I think I'll Protect Landorus. I could get a lot of offensive pressure against the Fini, but I do think Protect plus Fing is more likely. Protect plus Airstream. Or they don't Airstream at all. Are they attacking? Muddy Water's okay here too, as long as they didn't Moonblast. They Protect Fini, which is okay for me. All right. And a Hurricane into Landorus. All right. I'll take that turn. I can go for a light screen here. I mean, it's working out. This is working out in my favor. Did I click light screen? No, I haven't yet. Light screen and Earth Power the Tapu Fini slot. I could Sludge Bomb. Well, they already saw that I Earth Powered, right? So there's no way they would switch. They could switch into Fairform, I guess, if they have it. Maybe they don't have Tyranitar in the back. I'm going to Sludge Bomb, actually. Even if Fairform comes in, I have Rotom Heat in the back. The damage on Fairform doesn't matter too much. I think the goal here is to make sure, in case of a random Tapu Fini Dynamax, to try and get out of the situation. Although I really don't think they would Dynamax in this situation. So Earth Power, I think, was the better call here. But we'll see. They don't switch anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter what I click there. I only reveal I have Sludge Bomb, which is okay. So I'm able to click Sludge Bomb into the Tapu Fini, pick up the knockout to Tapu Fini. Nice. So Tapu Fini goes down, which is good. And a Thunderbolt into Grimmsnarl, which is fine because I do have the light screen and I have the Misty Terrain protecting me. No Dynamax is just really interesting. They haven't Dynamaxed yet, so I'm wondering what they're saving their Dynamax for specifically. Tyranitar are going to come in. All right. As long as it's not Ice Punch, I should be fine. I'm going to trick the Zapdos and go for the Earth Power, I think. Yeah, because I can actually get the trick off and an Earth Power, hopefully. I mean, hopefully. I don't think it's super effective damage against Zapdos, unfortunately, because I don't think it negates the Flying type, but at least I'll be able to hit the Zapdos for big damage. And that is still a pretty good thing because I put Zapdos in range of Rock Slide. I still have Dynamax available. I have a lot of tools available right now. Oh, Tyranitar protects as well. Oh, this is big. This is big. I get a trick off into the Zapdos. I finally get the Iron Ball trick situation. I played so many games with the team. Goggles. Huh. Okay, Earth Power. So much damage. Thunderbolt gonna come out into Grimmsnarl, which is completely okay here. Yep. That trick. My Grimmsnarl's not faster than Zapdos, unfortunately. I would love it to be in the situation. I guess I don't need to Dynamax Rotom Heat anymore, yet Dynamaxing Rotom Heat is still not bad, specifically for the Excadrill. I guess the question is, do I want to attack the Tyranitar, like double it up with Spirit Break plus Earth Power? But the thing is, that would activate a weakness policy, which would be bad for me. I think I just Spirit Break the Tyranitar anyway, actually. Yeah, because Spirit Break damage puts in close combat range from Terrakion. And I'll Earth Power to Zapdos once again, assuming they don't detect here, but if they detect, it's okay. They're going to Dynamax looks like Tyranitar, so that's okay. I think the only thing I have to worry about now is Excadrill. Iron Head flinching my Terrakion in the end game. So I don't mind him Dynamax the Tyranitar. I do have a close comment from Terrakion, which with Spirit Break damage, I should be able to knock out the Tyranitar. I also don't know if Tyranitar's faster than Grimmsnarl. I guess that's going to be a big factor too. The attack's going to come out from the Zapdos, completely okay here. Earth Power into the Zapdos. And a Rock Fall going to come out. Okay. Not a terrible spot. Yep, Landorus will be able to eat that. Pretty okay-ish. Here comes the Spirit Break and the Tyranitar. Let's see. It is weakness policy. Okay, confirmed. So how do I stall this out is my question. Because I could stall it out in a few ways. I think I just keep Earth Powering the Zapdos and I just Spirit Break it anyway. Yeah, I think like I Dynamax Rotom Heat actually. Well, here's the thing. I don't know who's faster between Rotom Heat and Tyranitar. If Rotom Heat is the case, this actually could be annoying. How many turns of sand do they have left? 3. Trying to figure out how I can play around the sand turns, and I think it's very doable. I think I'm just going to Spirit Break and I'm going to Earth Power the Zapdos regardless. Oh, they go for a double detect and get it. Which is actually better for me, actually, now that I think about it, because I can just bring in Terrakion. I actually rather keep Zapdos on the field. Now, I just didn't want them to get a double knockout. They Knuckle here, which is going to be my Grimmsnarl. Okay. That's actually perfect for me. That actually works out much better than me. You might be thinking, oh, James, you don't get a knockout here. Well, it's fine not getting a knockout in this situation because they're stalling out their own sand turns. Terrakion gets a free switch in. Zapdos is still on the field, and it's slower than me. Landorus is threatening it. And Terrakion can come in and click close combat in the Tyranitar. And now they're in a pin situation where they have to waste their last turn of Dynamax. And now it's only 2 turns of sand left. And since this is a turn where I can go all out with offensive pressure, I'm free to close combat here. I'm free to Earth Power to Zapdos. And then on the last turn of sand, I can freely double protect here. Stall out the X-Zero. I could even, if I want to go aggressive, I can Dynamax the Terrakion, which I could because it covers Dragon Dance Tyranitar just in case, but I don't think it's Dragon Dance if they reveal Knuckle. And as you can see, close combat knocks out the Tyranitar, which is a big knockout. So Tyranitar does go down really solid here in this position, and I'm able to Earth Power the Zapdos once again. And oh boy, Trick Iron Ball has been clutch this episode. If only we won both games, but I mean, it's so sick. I love it. I love it. You might be wondering, hey James, why don't you run Gravity with Sableye? Well, the thing is, if I add Sableye to the team, it's really weak to Urshifu, and I mean really weak to Urshifu because I can't damage Urshifu. So yeah, Trick Iron Ball, especially since a lot of the what's it called? A lot of the lagging tail Grimmsnarls have been coming into play recently, especially with, of course, lagging or full incense Grimmsnarl getting #1 on the ladder. So I really want to try a bit something different, and I really want to been using Landorus Eye recently. So yeah, hopefully it showcases that it's, you know, a cool idea. But yeah, that is going to be today's video. I think we had some really good battles. We were able to make some really nice plays, I think, with the Trick Grimmsnarl, as well as showcase Landorus Eye, which I think was super sick. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's episode of VGC 21 Back-to-Back Battles, please leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. It helps my channel out. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, as you get a lot of great content here, including the battles you just saw, and, you know, some guides as well. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification to get the latest alerts of whenever videos go live. But yes, you could go check me out on my other socials as well, such as my Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on those platforms, and follow me on my Twitch channel where you can interact with me live. And yeah, you can see me play more VGC and ask me questions there. Join our community Discord where we talk about VGC. We do team building and a bunch of other things. But yeah, we also have that as well. So make sure you go check it out. Again, try out the team. 2 weeks to grab it while you can. Payspin and the rental code will be available in the description down below. Make sure you try it out. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, catch y'all later.